in the morning. Grew up too fast without warning. And when it rains, it's pouring. I got dreams, big dreams. I wanna do big things, but I just can't seem to put it all together. I just wanna be seen. I'm jumping ship, I'm a diving. Middle of the ocean, swimming till I find it. I see an island, out ahead, filled with things that I've wanted since I was a kid. Swim to it.
Hey guys, what's up, Krystal? Tawanda, I was just thinking about you. Criminal Med, Rody Gal, Denise, Tawanda, Krystal, Sly Angel, Denise. Nobody knew? All right, I guess you guys are all, hey Cindy, I guess you guys are all in chat. So I know Tony and a couple of other people have reached out to me wondering where the hell I've been. Am I okay? I have been so busy that I literally have not even had time to breathe. I'm exhausted now. Hey, Kaz. And I'm like, Crystal's like, you're not going to get in the algorithm, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, you know what? She's right. And then I came across a video about Karen Reed case. I was like, holy shit, this is so good. So here we are. But let me tell you what's going on. So I told you guys last week that Sage was going to get a dog. We had to travel to Ohio to get him. Well, they never got back to us. It was all iffy. Sage went and got another puppy yesterday. And she doesn't know how to handle a puppy. But she got one. So then the dog that we're going to pick up in Ohio, hey, Marie, the dog that we're going to pick up in Ohio contacted us last night. I couldn't say no. So now I'm going to Ohio tomorrow and adding another dog to the family. But I just couldn't say no because he had already promised that, hey, Annie, we had already promised him we were going to get it. He's dying. And it's a pure breed lab, female, fully spayed, perfect condition, AKC registered, bloodline, totally free dog. And he just wants to find a good home for her. And this was originally what Sage was going to take. But once she got the other dog, because he hadn't gotten a hold of us, we didn't know why he hadn't gotten a hold of us. And then we found out, and I felt horrible. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going to get the fucking dog. So I'm getting the dog. And I just hope the other two get along with him, but it's a black lab. But it's like a $2,000 dog. How do I just say, no, we don't want it? That's like an amazing dog. So, and I know Book is getting old. And there's nothing wrong with the dog. I heard she's just a big snuggle bunny. And she's a purebred black lab. And Book is part black lab. And, then there's Winston. But I just hope everything works out because Sage brought over her dog today. Oh, hell no, the dogs were not having it. And that's also a black dog. Winston did not like the puppy. She scared her. And then Buka scared the puppy. And this puppy then scared Winston. So it was not good. But I figure that if I bring the dog in, it'll be different. So yeah, I rented a car for tomorrow to go to Ohio because the dog's gonna need room to lay out in the back. And it's about 75 pounds, but microchipped, up to date on everything. I spoke to my vet today. He's like, just bring the dog in. We'll we'll change the microchip to you. But the dog is beautiful. I just felt like I couldn't say no. I just couldn't. After he was totally expecting us to take the dog, I just couldn't say no. So I was like, well, we already have one big old monster. What's the second one? So yeah, I know, I spent like an hour on the phone yesterday. Dayton decides that it's going to be his dog. Because I told him, I said, guys, not for nothing, but a dog is like a 15, 16-year commitment. I don't know if I'm going to be around in 15 years. So I need to know that you guys are going to take care of the dog. So Sage is like, well, I'll take Winston. I said, anyone will take Winston. I said, and I'm not trying to be negative, but I need to know that you guys will take the dogs. I mean, Buka will be gone, but so Dayton said, absolutely, that's my dog. And, she's going to hang out with me. She's crate trained too. I'm going to keep the crate in my room. I said, okay. So that's it. No, I'm just being realistic, Sly. I mean, a dog is 17 year, 15-year commitment. So, and that's that. But I just couldn't say no. I hope I'm still kicking in 15, 20 years, but just in case, you never know. I mean, shit, 15 years ago, I was 35. It was a time in my life. I certainly didn't think that I was going to get cancer in 15 years. You just never know what's going to happen over the years. So, but plus, I also have Dayton's cousins in from Iowa for 2 weeks. And yesterday, Leah was like running all over the place with us, and it's just crazy. I don't do vaccines. So, well, the dog gets vaccines. I don't do vaccines. I did. I conquered it. I'm just saying, though, 15 years is a long time. And I just need to make sure that the kids, they'll take the dogs if, God forbid, something happens. It's nothing worse than somebody like a parent getting sick and then you have to get rid of dogs. And I know Winston will go to anybody. Anyone will take Winston. But, Book had a hard time. People don't want big dogs, like especially someone else's dog. So I just felt really bad. And I was like, all right, I'll still come to Ohio and get the dog. I said, I can't believe how many fucking dogs I'm going to have. That's 3 dogs. 2 big ones. So, but Dayton said he's going to help pay for it. He's going to help pay for food, not to stress over it. Mom, go get the dog. Go get the dog. I said, okay. I said, as long as you're going to help me, I'm in. So he said, we'll do it. I said, okay. Done. He said, I'm going to walk her every day. Sure you will, Dayton. And Phoenix is like, he doesn't even take care of the fucking dogs he has. And I said, Phoenix, I'm fully prepared to do this by myself. Fully prepared. I mean, let's be real. But, hey, Grandma Sherry. Long time no see. That's the only thing I'm afraid of, Tawanda. I was telling Leah tomorrow, like, we need to stop at, like, a dog park on the way home or something and wash him because I'm afraid he's going to smell like a cat and Buka's going to flip out. Buka cannot handle the smell of a cat. Like, he will destroy anything. So I'm hoping that we can get him a bath, even like at a car wash or something. I keep saying him, but it's a girl. I said, we finally need some females around here. So, all right. So this way, I'm sorry I'm yawning, guys. I am fucking exhausted. I wasn't even going to go live. Krystal's yelling at me. You got to go live. If you don't go live, you're not in the algorithm. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. So I went live, even though, so I may yawn a lot. I apologize. But I was all prepared today to talk about, the drama between Granny's watching and Brittany J. Holy shit. Did you guys see that today? I heard about it afterwards. Oh my God. It was intense. Absolutely intense. Wow. I feel bad. Like, I really do. And the only other thing that I keep seeing is that everyone's going after Betty. Like, hello, tell me something I don't know. Like, lame. Jeanette, I know. It was horrible. It was a big poop show. And not weeks. It's been going on for months. Like, months. But there are certain things, now that I've gotten to know Brittany better, I don't believe that Brittany does half the shit that she's accused of. I don't. I'm not saying she's an angel, I'm not saying that I'm sure she didn't do some stuff here and there, but I honestly don't believe half the shit that is thrown at her just from her personality. And I don't mean like, seeing her on YouTube, but I just don't think that she is this hardcore doxing, all this shit that she's accused of. I just don't. And again, I could be wrong. I mean, hell, I was wrong about GW. I mean, I could be wrong about somebody. I'm not saying I'm right, but I just don't see it. I don't see her being the type to call CPS. I could be wrong, but I just don't. And I just didn't know how many of you guys actually saw it. We've got to get the stuff with kids to. Oh, I agree with you. But I was watching, I think it was Drama Diaries. Yeah, it was Drama Diary stream who added some valid points that I have been saying for a while. You can't accuse somebody in this community without proof. You got to have proof. And there's a certain somebody that never shows proof, and that would be GW. She makes a lot of accusations, but there's never proof. And that is something that, for all you old timers know, has never happened in this community. This community has always been, you show proof or shut the fuck up. Hey, Kaz, 21 months, woo woo. But you show proof or you shut the fuck up. And now it's at the point where it's perfectly okay to not show proof and just blame people, just throw out false accusations without any proof. And that's bullshit. And that's what I feel like it's at. Yeah, she's blamed 700 different people of doxing her. I agree. It's ridiculous. And it always happens after she gets called out for something. And Drama Diaries, I didn't listen to the whole thing, but Drama Diaries actually did a really good job about pointing out certain things. And I thought it was good. But again, it's like an 8-hour stream. I did not listen to all 8 hours. So here's my question to you guys. Do you guys want to hear about the Karen Reed expert first, or do you want to talk about the Krama first? Let me know. I could discuss either way. Krama first? Karen Reed. All right, let me do a poll. Let me make this easier and do a poll. All right. Either way, hit the thumbs up. Damn, Drama went first. Boom. I will say, though, this Karen Reed expert is really interesting. Just so you guys know, it came as a recommendation by YouTube. All right, do deep dive case on a case. Oh, the Sandra, I will. I'm telling you, Maria, I've been so busy these last few days. This, plus making candles and, keeping up with orders and getting orders out. I have just a lot of shit. It's just, plus I got 4 teenagers here. It's been a lot. Like, this is like my first chance. I've actually had a chance to sit down. Oh, here's another one, Tawana. I found another one that Melanie Little found. Hey, Char. I always call you Chair. They were absolutely epic, but I got another expert, which is just great to listen to. It was actually Melanie Little that found him. Which side? Our side. Innocent. Hey, Amber. All right, so we got 60% drama, 42% Karen Reed. We're at 58%. But we only have 43 votes. We need more votes. Was it the bite guy? No, he wasn't at trial. He wasn't on the trial. He's a YouTuber that Melanie Little asked for help. Yes, the dog expert on Melanie's. But this one, he does his own. It was posted like 6 hours ago, not the one on Melanie's. But yeah, it is that guy. Do the YouTube stuff. All right, so you guys want drama first. 4 more votes. One sub, Annie. Nope, you're sub thinking the same we're all thinking. What was that? Who's one sub, Annie? Correct, Marie. He just posted another video 6 hours ago. And he talks about when he was on Melanie's. No, Jeanette, this guy might prove otherwise. And he explains why. Oh, we're like close. We're like neck and neck. One sub Annie's chat. She has some great videos about what a shit show this community has become. Oh, no shit. I don't know. I can't see them. This community is fucking ridiculous. One sub Annie must have me blocked because I don't see them. I see Annie is okay. Yeah, I can't see one sub Annie. Hey, Erica. You still think Karen's guilty? Then you need to see this Karen Reed expert. All right. The public has spoken and 60% want drama. First. All right. Russell was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Jeanette, that's why you have to watch The Dog Expert. explains all of that. But let's do the public has spoken, and you guys want drama first. Hold on. Here it is. I can't see her. I see the other Annie, and I see two different Annies. I don't see one sub Annie. All right. Okay. So I'm going to use Drama Divides video because even though she is pro Britney, I think she does a really good job of you know what? This is from 2 days ago. Was there more that went down today? Was there more drama that went down today? Because she's playing Britney and Granny's fighting. I didn't know there was. Where would I find the stuff from today? I didn't know there was fighting today. See how far behind I am? Whose channel is it on? Hey, Scooby. Was it on Granny's channel? On Granny's channel? AWB, what's up? See, I didn't know any of this happened today. First, I'm assuming Britney's where they went fighting with each other. Because one Drama Diary has, they were like fighting on panel together. Okay, so the one I was listening to, they were on panel together. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go backwards and I'm going to talk about them fighting together because you got to start there, in my opinion.
First things first, let me start off with this. Granny's running a illegal gun operation. So I finally realized what they're talking about. And what they did was these weirdos went back 5 years. 5 years on my Venmo. 5 years. She even fixed his plumbing, say no. Ain't that crazy?
And gets his description.
Public, do you think that? You fucking idiots.
Just like started digging into her 5 years, from now to 5 years ago. Like the screenshots had been taken.
That's creepy. 5 years into my Venmo. Who does that? know Betty is still.
And then proceeds to spend the rest of the afternoon and evening on YouTube and Megan's channel or Megan's chat, and then on Queen Bee's panel. Like, she always tries to act like she's so much better than everybody.
Wait, Granny's watching is now hanging out on QB's panel again? Like, seriously? Why am I not surprised?
Bitch lives on YouTube.
Are effing marbles. I think Kate losing that badge, and the group really done it for her. And that's all. I was like, you didn't. Somebody just commented a little bit more than you, so she lost her top contributor badge and lost her shit. Now, what I don't understand is Betty sits there and acts like, JR is the devil himself, which, feel how you feel about him. But the fact of the matter is that was Betty's right hand man. That was Betty's ride or die. That was Betty's mentor. So if you're sitting here telling us all how horrible JLR is, what does that make you for being okay with him all this time and knowing? With the nose and sugar and all the ridiculous things. Well, they're going to say he's a drug user. Hey, Jackie. JR has zero standards. Lord. Who cares so much more? He's a grown man. Who cares? Well, he's still right. He's not married. He wants to have a girl in each state. Let him have it. Who cares?
Yes, so
did
Tiffany.
He wasn't a bad guy when he was doing her dirty work, except.
The only thing I can say is that Tiffany at least admitted it. Granny still lies about it. That's the thing. I'm going to skip a little bit.
Saying that, can you tell me where? Which one? Which part? Cupcakes. It's so embarrassing when and if he comes home. She has something else. I wish I could screen share. The only person who should tell Sebastian's story is Sebastian. I'd be pissed.
Me either, Lisa. But I've seen her more and more into the drama lately, and it's really unfortunate. That she doesn't see right through Granny. But in due time, I believe she will.
You were following me around taking pictures of my family. I would too. Helping me rebuild my transmission in my Ford instead of thinking about these kids. Well, I'm not sorry. Listen, if you're trying to paint me as like a dumb woman that doesn't know anything about cars, you are mistaken. But I don't care about your transmission, respectfully. Apparently, Robin, Betty.
Let me just say, no offense to Chasing, because I actually like her as a person, but Chasing, I heard say today how she really enjoys this serial series with Stephanie Harlow. That's all I needed to hear to know her judgment on things. Sorry, Chasing, but that is like the worst acting in the worst series I've ever seen in my entire life. So yeah, just saying, that's pretty bad.
It is.
I got it.
Hey, OG Fish. Target is fine, Sebastian, but it's kind of hard to do that with no public search. It says Easter. So let's talk about that. So we were just told the other day that Seth is still looking. And that Seth has a PI. And matter of fact, let me read it for you.
Oh my God, Uber Treats. I love that. Forget Uber Eats. She delivers Uber Treats. That's great.
During my members only, where nobody was threatened, no guns were spoken about. All right, so this is Seth Rogers' friend. Well,
Yeah. Can we?
I have to tell you, that was Krystal speaking to Terry Lamp on a private phone call. He had no idea he was being recorded. So it's not like he came out publicly and said these things. Hey, Kathy. Oh, where are you? Hold on. Let me fix.
DeLorean, that's literally one of the best. That's a classic that I will forever love, no matter what happens. That's just a great clip. I wish I had it right now. She did comment earlier on my post. Yeah, tell her we all said hi.
Yeah, get you on the screen.
Hey, tennis ball,
I've never done this
Timmy.
on this generic tablet because it never brings
Hey,
up the
Amy.
ID, so I hope it works.
It does have green K and it says Kathy P.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I changed it a few times. It won't.
The lights do stop today, bitch. It's her cells that turn to cancer. Can you not comprehend that?
No, that's fucking full-blown cancer when you're about to eat up and you're about to die with it.
Cancer means now it's full-blown. I'm full-blown all the time. It's like I want to eat. But
You're full-blown cancer, and your nurse told you that you needed to draft up a final will. Come on, Granny, tell the
She
truth.
did. My nurse asked. She did. My nurse asked me, do I have a living will? It was the first time ever in my life I've ever been asked if I had a living will. She absolutely did.
Okay, so this is when Brittany comes up and calls her out for lying about cancer.
I would much rather fake a SWAT call than cancer. Stamp.
Right, we're usually behind. Hey, Savannah. Come here. It went to this video. So, hey, Jesse. Get it. Oh, my goodness. Look at that.
If
That's what I
somebody
want
has
to
a
know.
timestamp, that would be great.
That's a great question. Unfortunately, anybody want to come up and have a conversation? We can't screen share, so I don't blame the Proud Post for hiding out. People are stalking them. Listen, when Betty's moderator posted that photo of Faith with Katie, hold on, let me get this real quick.
Yeah, Lisa. Right, Nilbog? That damn eclipse.
We do not need photos of Faith. If these people really claim to care about the kids and be here for the kids, why are you posting photos of Faith? We shouldn't even know that little girl's name. We don't need to know where she's at for the summer.
If you really cared about missing kids, why don't you cover missing kids? You only cover Sebastian with the drama surrounding it because it brings you views and donations, and you see your channel growing. Fuck out of here. You do not care about missing children.
We don't need to know where she's at, and we don't need to know any of that. We don't need to know anything about that little girl. It is not our business. All the kids don't like you to take their video. Exactly.
Well, to be honest, we don't need to know about a lot of the shit that you came on here and covered. We need to know the updates from the police and the facts on the case, and that should be it. But instead, you like to bring all the drama to your channel.
That's what I'm saying. They just don't. I asked him why Sebastian's so active at the playground. I didn't see no diaper. He said he liked to play. Oh. Well, I listened to a little bit of Dolly, and I just did not appreciate him screaming about Sebastian wearing a diaper at school. I would bet money none of the kids knew what Sebastian had underneath his until his father came out on the internet.
Well, shit, I cut out. I don't know what I said when I cut out. Me too, Goodyear. It's so fucking hard to listen to.
And told everybody. Is she really chasing?
This is the part I get confused on. Maybe you guys can help me out here. If I went on a channel and I stated something that my child did, if somebody off the internet would get mad at that, that kind of tells me that they're fucking crazy. Why would anybody get mad over something I chose to do? That's such like fake outrage. If I ever fucking heard it. Do you guys agree with me or not? Like, why the fuck is Granny getting mad over that? Who gives a shit? It's not her fucking kid. Why does she care? It's Granny. The owner of the channel is Drama Divides. And then Brittany comes on any second. And her and Brittany go at it.
No, they're not going to like Lacey Ann. Just, same area. Seth brought Nina and her daughter to the internet. Slithers on my scene and saying she had at least one video of Katie's house with Katie outside. Holy shit, that's disgusting. Why? I can't watch the Angry Dwarf. He's too stupid for me to sit through. That's what she said this morning. Who's she going after now, Clue? Said kids call names at school for it. Chris said that? I don't recall Chris.
Is that why you had all those Uber emails, DeLorean? Damn it, I knew something was up about all those fucking Uber emails.
Saying that. Can you tell me where? Which one? Which part, Cupcakes? It's so embarrassing when and if he comes home. She has something else. I wish I could screen share. The only person who should tell Sebastian's story is Sebastian. I'd be pissed.
Me either, Lisa, but I've seen her more and more into the drama lately, and it's really unfortunate, that she doesn't see right through Granny. But in due time, I believe she will.
You were following me around taking pictures of my family. I would too. Helping me rebuild my transmission in my Ford instead of thinking about these kids. Well, I'm not sorry. Listen, if you're trying to paint me as like a dumb woman that doesn't know anything about cars, you are mistaken. But I don't care about your transmission, respectfully. Apparently, Robin, Betty is.
I got it.
Hey, OG Fish. Target is finding Sebastian, but it's kind of hard to do that with no public search. It says Easter. So let's talk about that. So we were just told the other day that Seth is still looking. And that Seth has a PI. And matter of fact, let me read it for you.
Oh my God, Uber.
Hasn't she bashed Seth every chance she gets? I mean, I've seen some of the most disgusting thumbnails of hers about Seth. Now she's sticking up for Seth. Okay.
Treats. I love that. Forget Uber Eats. She delivers Uber treats. That's great.
Or my members only, where nobody was threatened, no guns were spoken about. All right, so this is Seth Rogers' friend. Well,
Yeah.
Option,
Can we?
I have to tell you, that was Krystal speaking to Terry Lynn on a private phone call. He had no idea he was being recorded. So it's not like he came out publicly and said these things. Hey, Kathy. Oh, where are you at? Oh, hold on. Let me fix.
DeLorean, that's literally one of the best. That's a classic that I will forever love, no matter what happens. That's just a great clip. I wish I had it right now. She did comment earlier on my post. Yeah, tell her we all said hi.
Oh, actually, I'll drop a link for you.
All right, so now Brittany's coming up.
Hey, great. Amber Alert just issued out of Texas. Give me 1 second. Guys, stop today. Let's bring the lights on, Brittany. Let's talk about you and 100 moderators that left you. Let's talk about them.
How many moderators have left you?
Yeah, the lights do stop today, bitch. What's it for, It's me, Tiffany. This trifling ass bitch. I hate her. No, they don't have to be nice. They're not going to be nice. Nobody has to be nice to that bitch. When you're out here accusing people of crimes, nobody has to be nice to you. One person gets custody of another child while one is missing with their custody. Well, in my opinion...
Does she not sit and accuse people of crimes? Does she literally not do that? There's a different Tiffany in there. I don't think it's the same Tiffany that was around here. Could be, though. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, that has to mean that there's no evidence that they did anything wrong. Hey, Diana, you can turn your camera off if you like. Do you want your camera on, Diana? Just give me a thumbs up. Hey, Kathy.
Hey, so she jumped. Is she taking a link? Because I got some questions.
Let's see. Diana. Oh, there she goes. Okay. Hey, Diana.
Good morning, everybody. Morning.
No, she's not blocked on stream. Good morning. I have her blocking general. If a mom grabs it and reposts it, she can see it. The bitch pays for a membership and stalks me, but she's blocked on my end. Amelia, welcome. Thank you. How are you doing today, Diana?
She's saying you have a block. Or so she can't take the link. Why does she still stalk me? Why does she take her minute?
You need to stop lying on me. I didn't have any parts in that shit with your Venmo. I don't give a fuck to even go back. Show the proof that I had a part of that. Show it. Where's your proof?
I never said so. It was I made a post about you.
Bitch.
Listen up, Pepper. Use your ears. I never said you had a part of it. Again, dumb bitch. I never said you had a part of it. I said you're moderating.
Accuse you of crimes.
Yeah, you have. You have, Brittany. You have. That's not you? No?
What did I accuse you of?
Saying I face cancer is accusing me of a crime. Saying that I raise money for cancer.
You told everybody.
Nah. Back it up. Hold up, ladies. Ladies. Listen. Brittany, if you're not willing to listen to anything and not be fouled, then nothing's going to get solved. Just hold up a minute.
What I said?
The truth. You know you said it.
What I said, Brittany J, is it is now full-blown cancer because it was pre-cancerous cells that turned to cancer. Can you not comprehend that?
No, that's fucking full-blown cancer when you're about to eat up and you're about to die with it.
Cancer means now it's full-blown. It's full-blown all the time. It's like I fucking. But
you have full-blown cancer, and your nurse told you that you needed to draft up a final will. Come on, Granny, tell the truth.
She did. My nurse asked. She did. My nurse asked me, "Do I have a living will?" It was the first time ever in my life I've ever been asked if I had a living will. She absolutely did.
Why do you continue to allow me to bring your kids up? I don't talk about your kids. You know I don't. I've never been like that.
By the way, any hospital anywhere asks you if you have a living will. It's their new thing. You go to the hospital, you have a doctor's appointment, they ask you if you have a living will. Either you do or you don't. So they have it on record. It's not a big deal.
I'm not sure who that is. It doesn't show them. I don't see them on panel. Let's see. You know, that whole granny thing wasn't even attached to the word watching.
Okay. So I just want to clear this up right now. So there's no mistake. There's no question. This has been in question for a long time. People don't know what to believe. Here is 100% what was said. Hold on.
Let's have a conversation. And I just want to say this too, because I wasn't going to tell anybody this. This is nobody's business. But I was just diagnosed with cervical cancer. Okay? Do you think YouTube is on my fucking mind and not what would happen to me if I fucking die tomorrow? Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. And I just want to say this too, because I wasn't going to tell anybody this. This is nobody's business. But I was just diagnosed with cervical cancer. Okay? Do you think YouTube is on my fucking mind and not what would happen to me if I fucking die tomorrow? What would happen to my kids? You're
Okay, she was just diagnosed with it. This is on April the 9th.
mistaken. If you think that you're entitled to my personal time when I'm logged off YouTube, you are mistaken. Sadly mistaken. I've got bigger things happening in life that don't concern YouTube or a fucking person's feelings. Ask Angela, okay? Ask Amanda. I tested yesterday and sentinel. This is what I just got diagnosed with. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I didn't respond back because I logged the fuck off and I spent that time with my kids.
Yes, well,
I'll put proof up. I need to put proof up. Anybody needs proof that I have fucking, I mean, that's what I mean. This is how entitled people are to you, though. Like, you're so entitled. You're entitled. No, Kim, it was 2019. It actually progressed already. It's full blown. Yeah.
So calling anybody's doctor's office and acting like them is impersonating them, Ionic, Ron. And I didn't say I had full-blown cancer. I said I went to my doctor's office. They said I have cervical cancer. Not full-blown cancer, cervical.
No, Kim, it was 2019. It actually progressed already. It's full blown. Yeah.
Never backtracked. Never backtracked. I never said, when I sent that to Tina that I had full-blown cancer, I said, I just went to the doctor today for a pap smear, and they said that I have cervical cancer, and they proceeded to give me testing to get done to see if I have it. That's what the fuck I said. Never backtracked. I never said, when I sent that to Tina that I had full-blown cancer, I said, I just went to the doctor today for a pap smear, and they said that I have cervical cancer, and they proceeded to give me testing. I said, I just went to the doctor today for a pap smear, and they said that I have cervical cancer. I said, I just went. And they said that I have cervical cancer, and they said that I have cervical cancer, and they said that I have cervical cancer, and they proceeded to give me testing to get done to see if I have it. That's what the fuck I said.
So what happened was, I went to the doctor because I was having extreme bleeding. It was my mods, my friends, that told me I need to go to the doctor as soon as possible. I called. They got me in the next day. I went in. During the pap smear, she said to me, "Honey, your cervix is fried. The slightest touch and it bleeds. I think you have cancer. We're going to order you for testing for cancer." She told me to make sure I have it well. That day, Ahmad was upset that I wasn't answering her phone calls. She didn't make a check and bleeding. So I turned around and I said to Ahmad, "Listen, I was
was just told that I have cervical cancer. I'm trying to dissect this. My kids are all I have.
I was just told.
It was a lot to take in. That went into a chat room and said, oh, Brittany's watching a cervical cancer. You're all going to fold. Then I had to mention that to all of you. I would have never mentioned any of that. Any of it. I didn't come on here and do a fundraiser. I didn't come on here and sadfish. I didn't do any of that. I didn't even want to tell anybody. It's nobody's business. It wasn't even something I fucking digested yet.
Yeah.
There. And you think because I sent the paperwork proving I'm going for testing, that proves I don't have it?
Krystal, let us know what it
And
says.
that's your stupid logic. Is that fucking chaos system reclining all day? Fuck you. Fuck Gmail. And extra fuck you to Tammy.
And a big fuck you too, Jessica.
Because I'm a single parent. Okay? You tell me at the age of 33, some of you weren't making mistakes. Some of you weren't learning, you know, what's okay, what isn't. I'll put proof up. I need to put proof up. Anybody needs proof that I have. I mean, that's what I mean. It's how entitled people are to you, though. If you're so entitled, you're entitled. No, Kim, it was 2019. It actually progressed already. It's full blown. Yeah. I didn't. The only person I said it right after I got the diagnosis. I wrote into the chat room and I left. Nobody else heard from me. So you're, as a grown person, crying in another chat room that you didn't get my personal time. Again, never consider what I'm going through on my personal time.
So there you have it. That I found that video, and that kind of, you know, if anyone had any questions, when I watched it again after I was diagnosed with cancer, I had a whole new spin on it. After I watched it again, now there was no mistake. That is a blatant fucking lie. And I believed her for a long time. Once I realized it, now that was a blatant fucking lie. And she showed it right there. Hey, Darby. So, yeah. So anyone that was confused, there you have it. But let me go back to the other one. Hold on. But I know that Brittany was fighting over it. Yeah, it was a blatant lie. There was no mistake about it. Nobody told her she had full-blown cancer. Yes, Al, they can do that. But they're not going to tell you that it's full-blown cancer. That they're not going to do. Because remember, she said it progressed already. That it had progressed and that the doctor said it was full-blown. They're not going to tell you that. No way, no how. They might say they believe it's cancer, absolutely. But they're not going to say that they know that it's full-blown cancer. Not going to happen.
At all when she came up with it. She used Granny-Lin. Yep, she sure did. Oh, Kellyanne, she's illegally recorded many phone calls, even to a news station, multiple police officers, to a courthouse, along with many different people, you know, from YouTube. Yeah, everyone else is a stalker but her. She started out catfishing the Shenanwats bashing groups, and that's when she started.
Wait a minute, stop. See, this whoa, lady, stop.
Well, I don't care. You can't buy your daughter nothing. She's not in your custody, Brittany. You don't raise your daughter, bitch.
There you go. There you go. Lying again. You're fucking.
So where's your daughter and your daughter and your two sons?
Yes, you fucking stupid bitch. I'm
Okay.
in custody of all
They
of
just
my
showed
kids. That's where you're wrong. This is the problem.
So how come you only have two? How come you only have two? But you have the other three?
Listen to what you're saying right now. When
Your
you
custody.
because you're toxic. You lie.
Well,
You say I don't have custody
Your
of my
husband.
kids when I have
Your
custody of all
husband.
five of
No,
them.
you lie.
You lie, bitch.
Then where are they at? Then where are they at?
Are you fucking kidding me? Do you
Then where are
think
they at?
not go back and forth?
Where are they at?
Go back and forth? If
Because you don't have
none of your
custody.
fucking business. Yeah, I'm fucking kids are at my house and then they go to their grandma's. They come to my house, they go to their grandma's. None of your fucking business. Anybody has got to tell me, would you be okay with a nosy, meddling bitch like this?
I'll tell you.
Lying on you about your custody?
I'll tell you when it becomes my business, bitch. When you're dead,
Never in your business.
fucking loser, non-job having fat boyfriend is sitting back there judging me as a parent, and I got mine. It became my business that day.
Hold on a minute. You've been talking about, he just said that
I'm very
about a a month ago. You brought that shit up about my kids fucking like 6 to 8 months ago. Let's be real, Green. Stop lying.
No, you lied. No, you lied, Brittany, and said I brought that up. When you slipped up, let me speak. When you slipped up and you mentioned your older sons, your chat said, wait, what? And then you lied and said Granny mentioned it. It wasn't me, Brittany. You did that shit.
Did. Yes, you did. You did. You and even if I did slip up, why did that give you the right to go on your live and say Brittany's got 3 kids that she don't have custody of? Who's business?
Because Granny is always bringing up other people's children. She's done it for years. That's just what she goes to when she has, I mean, she can't keep it to YouTube. She literally attacks people's children and goes after people's family, threatens to dox. She has doxed. She lies about that. She lies about going after people's children while claiming that hers are always getting death threats and all of this. And people are sexualizing her child when she's the one who brought both of her children into this shit community. And she posts pictures of them in this community and ask everybody to go subscribe to her son's gaming channel. She has.
And let me also point something out. I know Brittany has a bunch of kids. I don't know how many. I know they stay up to like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and I laugh at her for it. But other than that, I don't know anything about Brittany's kids. I don't know their ages. I don't know their names. I think she said her name once. I don't know her husband's name. But I know a lot about GW because GW talks about it. Brittany doesn't. So when people say, oh, Brittany does this, no, she doesn't. And I watch her a lot. I mean, I don't watch her every single live, but I watch her enough that if she constantly talked about her children or her life or raised money for them, I think I would know. I think I would see it. I don't see it. So I'm either completely missing something or Granny's full of shit.
Brought her children into this. I'm not saying that gives people the right to speak on their children, so don't get it twisted. I'm just stating that she brought them into this community and then wants to cry that she's a victim and that they're always getting death threats and they're not. No, she's never shown one fucking ounce of proof that any of them have gotten any single threat. She just vomits that out of her mouth all the time and it's never happened ever.
Because what gives you the right to speak on my cancer, to speak on my recovery, to speak on my vagina, to speak on my fucking health? What gives you the right? And what gives your reason fucking bum husband? He's not your husband, by the way. What gives him the right to speak on me and other women?
Okay, so you want to tell everybody that I'm all up in your business, but you are the one that gets behind the scenes. Listen to the shit you're saying. I don't talk about your life. I don't care. No, all you do is talk about me bringing Jay. Married. How do you know anything about my kids? How?
That's right. You're living in sin, you sweet Christian woman. All you do is speak about me.
Listen to the truth comes out. You fucking meddling, nosy, no good for nothing, stupid, big nose bitch. Stay out of my business.
I'd rather have a big nose than
That's why you don't got nobody. That's why you're single and you live with your parents right there. That's the reason.
There she goes to the weight shaming because that's another thing that she always does. Hey, Anarchy, I'm so glad to see you. Yes, definitely come back as soon as you can. I'll be here for a little while. And I miss you so much.
One was Disney and the second was Epcot.
It was never Disney. You never wanted to go to Disney. There was never two. You're such a liar. Tell them both. But let's slow it down for a minute. Your boyfriend said that you guys were getting an inheritance of 180. About your inheritance. What happened to that?
Guess what? It just goes through. Once again, literally nosy, no good training. You don't know everything. His aunt got it.
Your drunken boyfriend said in the background. Your drunken boyfriend said in the background that you guys.
Yeah, I didn't understand that, Cindy, either. Epcot is Disney. You can't just go to Epcot without going to Disney. You can go to Universal without going to Disney, but you can't go to Epcot without going to Disney. Like, it's part of the same trip. I don't get it. And not for nothing, but she's made enough money. She could have taken her kids to Disney by now. Just saying.
If you don't let me finish talking. When you were dry begging for your audience to pay your $400 internet bill again, he said in the background, don't worry, we won't have to ask you for money much longer because we're getting 100 and something down.
This is what triggered me. Who gives a fuck? Literally, who gives a fuck? Who cares if Brittany's bringing in money or Brittany's not bringing in money, or she is or she's not, or she asked for money for this. I don't get it. I'll never get it. I will never fucking, I've asked for money for things. I'm not ashamed of it either. Who gives a fuck? It's nobody else's business. If, like, even with Betty, let's go one step further with Betty. I heard people bitching about her subs are paying for this hotel or her sub. Who cares? It's her subs. If her subs want to fucking pay for a hotel, then so be it. It's her subs' money, not for anyone else to fucking worry about. Like, I don't get it. I really don't.
$1,000 inheritance. And now people are supposed to believe that fell through. You want to talk about fundraising? You had a fundraiser as a subscriber. You had a fundraiser to get your kids through summer. You have dry bag and fundraise more than anybody on this fucking platform.
Oh, okay. You are the biggest liar. You're the biggest liar. That is the biggest lie I've ever heard. First of all, Granny, when you said that, we really thought.
But here's the thing. Even if she did, let's just say Granny's right. Let's just say Brittany did a fundraiser every single week for an electric bill. Let's say Brittany did a fundraiser for, I don't know, her rent every single day. Let's say she raised $100 a day every day for 2 years. Why isn't anyone else's business? It's her subs that are donating. Nobody else is answerable. It's her subs. So if her subs are donating, then whose fucking business is it? Her channel's growing, so obviously she's doing the right thing. I don't get what the fucking big deal is. It's not her business. And it's not just her. That goes anywhere. Like that even goes people going after fucking Betty.
Shit don't go through. It's none of your fucking business anyway. Do you think I would come on this platform and ask for help if I had $100,000 fucking dollars? Do you think I would come ask for help knowing that people like you are going to drag me relentlessly? You and your mods, y'all you want to talk about obsessed? That's why your mods record everything I do. You have your moderators record every live I do. You count my moderators. That's obsessive.
No. Brittany, that's not our channel that posted that you lost over $100. That's not us.
MDR records every live that I do.
Is that not because you're a liar? Because when your husband said the SAG word, you lied and said, I got you demonetized. When
Megan VR records every single live that Brittany does, while Megan VR claims that I'm a stalker.
But Stewie, GW lied about cancer for that fundraiser. That's what she was talking about. And let's just not forget, okay, that GW claimed that she had cancer the day after she got outed or was about to get outed about the diary. Then all of a sudden she comes out with cancer. Then there was, she needs to take a trip. And it was really for a tooth. They would have given her money for a tooth. Just take, just say you need money for a tooth.
Your Christian loving husband, and that actually calls me the FAG word, right?
No, I said that. You said that on your channel. Never lied about that. I'm not like you. I don't have to lie about stuff.
No, you said you never said it. You lied and said you never said it. So we never recorded.
There's another lie.
You said you never said it.
You lied so bad.
So hold on. I'll play it right now. I'll play it right now. You denying him saying the F word. I'll play it right now, and then you call me a liar again, okay? Let me get it up for you.
Let's play it. Come on, you obsessive bitch.
Oh, I'm saying it. Look at you, sweet Christian.
And then let me grab the screenshot of you. Take it, and we're going to grab the screenshot of her taking it for Disney World. Because you didn't take it for Disney World. Say it.
It was never Disney. I said it 100 times.
It was more than and you said that COVID happened and you weren't going to go to Disney after that. Then you took up one for Epcot.
No, that's not
true. You do know we got the screenshots, right? You do know
that, right? Pull them up right now. Show them. Then Brittany, show them right now. It was always only Florida to go to Epcot, and then COVID happened, and we didn't go. It was never Disney. Why would I admit to that and then deny that part? You're stupid. You're stupid
because you don't want people to know that there's two separate fundraisers.
No, she did not have cervical cancer. And if you rewind about 15 minutes ago, I played the whole video that shows how she blatantly lied. And I gave her the benefit of the doubt for a long time. But now that I just finished cancer treatments, no, she fucking lied. But I also have an announcement to make. There's someone in chat who just got engaged. and their engagement ring is diamond and it also has purple stones in it. I cannot even believe it. It's like the most beautiful engagement ring I've ever seen. So everyone throw up lots of purple hearts to Tawanda and congratulate her for getting engaged. And she gives me hope. There's hope later in life. You can get engaged later in life. So congratulations, Tawanda. Now I'm going to get yelled at for outing it, but she told me I could. So there's that.
And that's true of me. Let's tell the rest of the fundraisers you had. That was the one to go to Florida to talk Natasha. Remember that one?
Okay, so looking at this comment, GW was so triggered she had to go to QB's. When did QB and Granny become buddy-buddy? You just got to tell, when did that happen? Like, that's the saddest thing I've ever seen. Like, for real.
So she wants to show the screenshots of shit that happened back then. So it's like, okay, so if I go back to that live stream and I cover that live stream and show all the screenshots, then it's, oh, well, Dee can't stop bringing up shit from 2 years ago. But then it's like, she's sitting here wanting the proof put out there. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? So cover the live stream from when she faked cancer and had a fundraiser for it, and be called, you know, for putting out old shit or not. Like, what do you do? Hey, Socket. I think it was 2022 Navigator. Yeah, she said the F word repeatedly on the phone while talking shit on Jamie. And she also said the N word to him.
That never happened. Florida was the one thing.
You kept trying to take an RO out. Yeah, it did. Dee's got it.
So now I had a fundraiser to go to Florida to talk to Tasha?
Yeah, you said help Granny and the kids go to Florida, and you had
that was the one fundraiser. That was the one fundraiser, you fucking idiot. That was one fundraiser. To go to Florida, to go to Epcot. That was all one thing.
I don't remember if she had more than one fundraiser back then. I'd have to go back and look through, you know, the live streams. I know that she did tell Lycan something about going to Florida because I'll kill her, and was talking about Natasha at that time. And I know that she did have a fundraiser to go to Florida as her kid's last vacation, but I don't know if there was two different ones. I'll have to check that. There were two, I believe. Yeah, she called NC's niece a token blackie. There's so much, and she lies about so much, and she's still, people can't say that it's just all old stuff and that she's this better person now and she isn't lying, because she's still lying. She's still doing shit, and she goes mostly on other people's panels to do it so she can try to keep her channel clean to all of her true crime people, to make it look like she doesn't speak on Brittany and she doesn't do all this. Yeah, well, we'll be playing that part next, maybe tomorrow, because this is going to be too long.
No matter how many times she just dropped down. It doesn't matter how many times she says that. It was one fundraiser.
She didn't come up there to talk and work anything out. She came up there to cuss and call names and for accusations.
But this is the sweet Christian woman, and it's Sunday, and she's on here talking. Once again, you're referencing a Jewish person's nose by calling it big nose. I'd rather have a big nose than be a big ass bitch.
Yeah.
Like, you got a lot to say, Brittany. And everything she says is a lot. Now she wants to talk about fundraisers again.
I mean, being a big ass bitch, she can lose weight. You'll always have a big ass nose.
How much did you borrow off T. Adams from behind the scenes you never paid back? Let's talk about the $400 electricity bill you had every month. Let's talk about the many countless fundraisers that she has had, including for ground beef, to get her kids through the summer, for Christmas several times, even when she wasn't a creator, had her hands out.
You know what I find interesting though? I can't remember my own fucking fundraisers, let alone someone else's. If you're keeping track that close of somebody else's fundraisers, you're the problem. Because again, I can't even remember half the shit I raised money for. I remember my tattoo. I remember the lawyer. I remember Dayton's football. And I know there were a bunch more, but I can't even remember them, let alone someone else's fundraisers.
Thank you, OG Fish. Right, she created a $1,200 Christmas fund and then got paid for that December. She is, Drop Dead. She is. That is her. She asked for a new phone. She asked for a computer, for a laptop. Yes, that is all her. Yes, a few years ago, I did have 3 fundraisers in total. One was for an attorney, and I did get an RO. Rightfully.
Wait, 3 fundraisers? No, bitch, you've had way more than 3. I'll be showing that to debunk that lie.
One was for to go to Florida, which my subscribers asked me to make. And the other thing with my car window was fucked with. After a guy literally said he lives right in Philly, come out, my car's all scratched.
You know what I find interesting, Criminal Med? Not to be like an asshole, but I find this interesting. When she was hanging out with Deets and Chasing and the other one that goes on Deets' panel, she was very mellow. She changed. She was, extremely mellow and blah, blah, blah. And now that she's hanging out with QB, now she's all badass again. Now she's all yelling and cursing and screaming. But the whole time that she was talking to Deets and Chasing, she was all very mellow, very cool, very even-toned. So I guess it's just a matter of who she hangs out with is who she acts like. I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed that.
The window's broken. I mentioned it was actually Gary who paid for that. And as soon as I got enough money to pay to fix me.
Nobody said they lived in Philly to insinuate that they came and did something to your car. You fucking blamed Misfit Jenny because she lives in your area.
Gary stopped. Like I said, I got the money. It came from Gary. Yeah, I got an RL on somebody. Sure did. Brittany's new BFF, the man that said women enjoy being RAPED. Brittany became friends with this guy after I got an RA graded. After.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's why I didn't review that one live, because she had him up on camera, and I just, no, not gonna, no.
Yep.
She knows how bad that situation got. She shouldn't have got involved with it. She became buddy with him to cope with you.
Ain't that clean? First off, Dee Dee's a damn stalker. Like, even Voices called her out the other day and said, "You're definitely a bunny boiler. You are definitely a bunny boiler." But they were all the same fundraiser. The Florida was one thing. It was one stupid thing. My mom said,
if I'm a stalker, what does that make you? What does that make you, Jessica? And if I'm a stalker, then go get a stalking order against me. Allegedly. In chats.
And let me tell you something.
It's not on everybody, Brittany. Everybody knows.
No, and
you are the Burger King. I'm gonna meet you. So I'm gonna respond, Brittany. You made a stupid thumbnail about the crown. I made over a year ago. I made a joke. I'm coming for your crown, Brittany. This bitch has held on to it like it's truth, like it's gospel. So I went to Burger King. I got a Burger King crown. I told her she could have it back. I called her the BK queen. That's it. That's all. That's it, Brittany. That's all you do.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Like that's all she does. Actually, one of those live streams that I just told y'all about, where she said she has Brittany on the thumbnail, she put a crown on it. It was only 2 months ago. It's now under members only, so you can't see it unless you're a member. But she put a crown on it and said, "I have no idea who that is."
You're my sister, Brittany.
Yes, I do. I didn't even know you vetted me. I didn't even know about Nikki's live. I didn't even know about Nikki's live. Nothing about it.
Okay, well, here's the thing, Brittany. Honestly,
Denise, because they're front runners. When I was at the top of my game, like some of them are now, they wanted to be my best friend. But once things changed and I fell down to the bottom, all of a sudden they can't know me. Like, they really are this dumb, but they'll learn. They will definitely learn.
to God, I don't encourage. I've asked Megan not to do shit. I've asked Megan not to respond because I don't want to give you any more of my attention. And that is on God.
Well, good.
That is on my
Stop talking
children.
about my kids, please. Stop talking about
I don't speak on your kids.
Stop talking about my kids. Telling people I don't be on my kids and I said I signed my rights over? That's a lie. Telling people I called your kids to school, you know I didn't call your kids to school. You know I did.
I'm glad you said that. I never said you.
I think you lied about that.
Let me finish speaking. I never said you called. You went live and claimed that your kid's school was. The very next morning, as I am live, I get a phone call.
No, that's not Voices on panel with her right now.
Things like that. What's
projecting? Yeah, that's the kind of shit you did to Melissa J. That was the kind of shit you did to Melissa J.
If I decide, what did you do to Melissa J that she hates your fucking guts right now? Let's talk about that. So if I'm the type of person
mine and her friendship has nothing to do with
But you brought it up, Brittany.
She brought Melissa up. I don't like that shit up. You brought it up.
Why are we bringing Melissa Jade into this?
You literally
So
just
let me
took
finish
that.
speaking. I'm going to speak, Brittany.
You just lied.
Brittany
Just
brought
lied
up
again.
CPS being called. I just lied again. So I said I put my kids before men. What are you talking about, Brittany?
You
What are you
brought
talking
up the
about?
fucking panel with Melissa Jade, and you said no, you didn't. Yes, the fuck you did.
Like it was important.
Anarchy says hi to everybody in the other chat that she can't find you. Dave says that's why he can't see Anarchy. She's on the other channel. Cigarettes, like
Did no account who this not say that if I was in your state, you would have had a call a long time ago? Your own mud.
Yeah, you know that is for it. I was not.
I'm not wrong for being concerned.
Okay,
Somebody told you that,
she didn't.
and then you get a call at your school. Your
She
kid's
didn't.
school. I didn't know that.
Now the timing wasn't even the same, Brittany. That's not even
Oh
fair.
my God, it
The
was
timing
2 weeks later. It was 2 or 3 weeks
So there
later.
she wait, but wasn't there somebody in another chat that said they did call on you? So why would you put it back on us when this person openly said if they were in the same state they would have called on you? They didn't
Because you're
but there was a subscriber, Brittany. There was a subscriber who said they weren't actively calling on you. That's
I
not a
didn't
subscriber.
flat out say that you and your mom
And this
did it.
is
I
why-
said y'all are dirty enough to do something like that.
And this
There
is
you
why
go,
my
I
son
dropped the
ended up
link.
being invaded the way he
please.
was because Brittany J is obsessed with me to show proof you're
Yeah, okay. So are you really?
See, but right there is what I'm talking about. She'll sit there and say Brittany J's obsessed with me, but the only person that's quoting anything over and over and over of things that have been done is Granny. Jess is the only one that keeps repeating, you've done this, you've done that, you've done this, you've done that, you did this. Brittany's not doing that. Brittany brought up one thing. Like, this is the stuff that I've seen recently, like recently, meaning in the last couple of months, that really made me lean the other way meaning lean towards Brittany, because I'm like dumbfounded at how I didn't see GW before. I really didn't. Hey, Allie. I just didn't, but whoa. All right. So this goes on and on and on and on. I've already been on an hour and 15 minutes, and I'm Criminal Med and what's her name have a bet going that they're gonna win and I'm gonna lose. But you guys said that that Brittany went live today. I don't know what channel it's on. Oh, shut up. I wonder what he's gonna bark at. Which channel? A second channel? Oh, here's the link to that if you want to listen to the whole 8 hours. That was my experience. Knocked me off my feet when I figured out how that's where I'm at, Allie. I'm kind of dumbfounded. Like, really. Brittany went live this morning. Is it still up? Shut the fuck up. Krystal, can you please get me the link in Discord? Oh, here's that Granny's watching fake cancer video, by the way. Thank you. Free Out Live. We're not watching the whole thing. Hey, Gina.
My voice. I'm over here. I'm literally taking deep breaths. But it's comments like that. Voodoo. It's your. Oh my God. I'm starting to really think you're one of her mods. Voodoo Dollmaker. Is she claiming that she has them, or did she show them? And then you say, if she hasn't shown anything, then why do this? It's comments like this that make me want to leave. Like, I'm seriously just considering I'm not even kidding, walking away, because this platform is so gnarly and corrupt. I bet you they won't fire up a live stream today about this. I bet you nobody will fire up a live stream today and call any of this out. But, you know, I go up on her panel the other day to defend myself. And you know what happens? Oh, yeah, I get a live done. Yep. They over there dragging me for filth and queen bees. But that's okay. Queen, I guess you won't call this out. I understand that no one should have any pics of anyone's kids out here. But you don't actually know if she has them, is what I'm saying. Voodoo, are you a parent? You don't even know what I got yet. Like you already are trying to invalidate my feelings and downplay what she's done. And I haven't even had an opportunity.
I'm going to give some advice to everybody, though. Take away their power. Show your kids. Take away their power so they have nothing. I think everyone on YouTube knows what my kids look like. They've come on camera. They've been on video. Okay. Now what you got? The more you stress about someone having pictures of your kids, or the more you stress about it, the more people are going to do it. Because far too many people on YouTube are fucking miserable human beings, and they're hateful human beings, and misery loves company. You have to remember that. So as long as misery loves company, they're going to hold that against you, and they're going to keep doing it. So take away their power. Do you want to show my kids? Be my guest. Yeah, I'll make it easy for you.
To show you what I have. First of all, it doesn't matter whether this person has them or she's claiming to have them. The fact of the matter is, she said she has pictures of my minor children. I don't care if I walk away from here by myself and every one of you turn against me right now for going live about this. When it comes to my children and the claims that this woman has made about me, I will defend myself and my kids. Always. And this, I'm going to tell you right now, if this happened, if she did this to anybody else, there would be fucking shockwaves. So the other day, as y'all know, I went live because I had went up on Granny's panel. And I want to stress this too. I didn't raid her panel because she was talking about Sebastian Rogers. She accused me of going back in her Venmo 5 years and said that I was accusing her of committing crimes. I heard it in real time and I had enough of the lies. So I asked her to drop the link and I wanted to go defend myself. So, Nene, are you saying that this is my fault? I don't put my kids' pics online. I don't share my children's photos on this platform. If she has a photo of my kids, it's from a private conversation that I had with my mods. But I don't post. I don't like anybody. And I know there's some diggers in this platform. My social networks, my social medias, whether I have Twitter, I have Facebook, and I have YouTube and TikTok. And you can go look at every single one of them. I post nothing. So the pictures that she's got, Nene, I'm sorry, that's what I'm saying. I want to just give me a minute because I don't want to pop off on any of you guys. I don't want to pop off on any. For the record, don't get your panties all in a bunch and get excited, Granny, because you didn't get me upset. I'm more upset that no, Breezy, she's okay. Let me tell y'all what she's claiming to have. She's claiming to have a photo of my children, my 2 boys, on their first day of school. So here's the issue I have with that. My mods are my friends. And there have been at least 2 times I can think of where I shared a photo of my boys' first day of school with my mods. So if she has a picture of my kid's first day of school, that means somebody that I thought was my friend put my kids at risk and gave her a photo of him. That's why I'm hurt. Because I don't care. Oh my God, hold on.
See, I don't understand that either. Unless Britney's kids have like, thorns sticking out of their heads, why would a mod care to give away her kid's picture? Like, why would anybody care to give away a kid's picture? Unless it's like the craziest picture in the world, I don't get it. Why would you even pass it around? Who cares?
The photos of people's children. Who does that? There have been other creators that she said she had pics of their children also. This is a pattern with her. So there's not one person who has left my channel who's a moderator or a subscriber that I could be angry enough with to where I would ever show photos of their children. I have had many people come and go, and I've never took anything personal that they gave me and handed it over to somebody. And there's not one thing that you can sit here and tell me right now that I've done that warrants somebody taking a photo of my kids and handing it over to the worst person imaginable. I will never know who did that. I will never have the opportunity.
But you want to know something, Brittany? Being that GW never shows proof of anything, there's a good chance she was lying about it and just lied to you and just lied and said that, she had these pictures when she really doesn't, just for you to think that somebody is, turning on you. That's possible too.
You to know who did that, but whoever did it, you know who you are. And I hope that that's okay. I hope that you're cool with her taking a picture and trying to twist it and make it something it's not. So let me share it with y'all, because listen, I guess I didn't go on to listen. When I left her panel the other day, I didn't go on to listen to anything else that she said. I was already angry enough. I guess at some point she said she changed the live stream to members only. Well, I don't have a membership on her channel. I dropped it forever ago. So she set it to members only. From my understanding, I guess Queen Bee didn't play that part when she did the live stream where basically I was the bad guy, right? I guess she left all that out. I don't know if she knew about it or it was intentionally. I don't know. I don't care. Breezy says, I've known Britt like 3 or 4 years and I've never seen those babies. It's fucking weird that she even has the pics, but we had to hear it for like a year about Tasha having a pic of her daughter. Well, listen to what she said. And listen, why, before anybody says, why are you just bringing this up? I didn't know about it until this morning. Okay, Tonka Girl, are you a parent? Are you a parent? I didn't know this information until today. And I'm going to tell you right now, anything that I said about not speaking on her, that disappeared the moment that she started threatening me with a photo of my own children. You ask yourself, how about instead of asking me why I'm speaking on her, why don't you go ask her why she's sitting there with photos of my minor children?
Honestly, I call bullshit on her. I don't think she does. I think she's fucking full of shit. I think she's lying, and that's what she does.
And the lies are dangerous. The outright lies that she spewed on that platform. Can somebody please find me that clip that she keeps claiming I kicked my cat? I don't abuse my animals. And if somebody can provide me that clip, I can show you that I'd never kicked my cat. This is so crazy that she'll take a clip where you can clearly see that I've never done that. And she can say that. Let me play this for y'all. My custody and my kids is because Craig had said that day, what does she have to offer hers? He said that a month ago. I have a screen.
GW showed Britney's kids on a live? Why would GW show Britney's kids on a live? Yeah, I think that's why I like her, Tawanda. I think she became like the new me. Like not as hardcore as they go after Betty. But like everyone's now attacking Britney. Thank you. Yeah, we were talking about that before, Allie. I played the video.
Shot showing where she was talking about my custody 2 years ago. It started forever ago. Here you go. Listen to these.
Years ago that my mods and my community asked me to make. That her current mod was the one pushing it. And now trying to make it that it was more than that. Oh, we're going to stream snipe the fuck out of her. Probably SS. Probably. Remember Delaney after her son uploaded the video of himself naked twerking? Remember that? And Brittany turned around and said, my kids have everything they want. They each got their own phone, their own PlayStation, their own TVs. Suddenly this woman that was so poor, she needed your help. She needed all of your help to pay her bills, could give her kids double of everything. Where was Mom of the Year when her son's uploading a naked twerking video? Of course she has an AT. She has 5 animals. She doesn't have 3. Yeah, she also kicks her cats, abuses them. Yep, we sure did defend her, Delaney. I think Brittany uploaded that too. How about the title? The title was begging for her mom's attention. Several people have come out that say BJ comes to them privately to ask them for money. Yep. Exactly, Glitter. I'm going to call my attorney when we get off. I'm done with her. I'm done with her. She came over here today and she did all of this. She knew what she was doing. Exactly, Angel. See how she tried to twist that shit? That was the funniest part. Like, my daughter's about to be 18. She's in my custody. Brittany doesn't even have custody of hers and says she has to buy her weed and vapes all the time. Like, I have this.
I've never said that. Never.
I know, Joe Madre, but you'll see.
Never would. She could
say, and then
how come, I got a question, guys, seriously. How come the most judgmental people are ones that live with their mommy and daddy, ones that don't pay their own rent, ones that have someone else paying their bills? They are the most judgmental. Has anyone else noticed that? Because I have. The ones that want to spawn all this shit about someone live at home. Live with mom and dad. I don't get it. And they are the ones that sprout the most bullshit.
She come over here and try to tell me that I accused her of doing that with no proof. I can't prove she called my kid's school, but I know she did. No, the fuck I didn't, Brittany. I don't even look at you. I don't even look at you.
Okay.
I didn't even think your kid went to school. They're up all night. I would have never thought they went to school.
Unbelievable.
I shouldn't have, Petra. I shouldn't have, because I knew she was setting up this. So do I. I think it was a setup new account. Right, why are you lying? Right, PB&J. Brittany's sitting here now trying to convince you all that she does have custody of all 5 kids. But why did she leave everybody on YouTube to believe that she only had the 2 little boys? Riddle me that. Riddle me that. If Brittany has custody of all 5 kids, why did she only acknowledge 2 of them when it came to YouTube?
Because of you.
I think the same thing, new account. I think Brittany knew that her boyfriend was going to call on me when he did, so she fucking lied. Again, I didn't even know somebody called on Brittany. I had no idea that ever took place until it happened to my child.
This is a bold-faced lie, if there ever was one. All right, so that's clip 1. First of all, when somebody can sit there and just spew lies like that, that's dangerous. She literally just said that I buy vapes and weed for my daughter all the time. What the fuck? Where did that come from? That she just pulled that out of her butt, just made that up. 2, once again, you're not looking at me, but why are you so worried about my custody of my kids? Can you ask yourself why my custody is so important to her? Why? And then that I made up, that I planned to go into her live that day. That for me to have planned that, I've had to have known she was going to say something about me. Anybody, if you go back and you watch that live, I went up there when she blamed me for something I didn't do. And then to say that Craig called her kid's school. Yes, Brandy. That's exactly. And if nobody can see that, if y'all can't see that, I don't know what to say. She's taking what I said. She told me about her daughter, and she's claiming you said it. She told me when her daughter was 16, when me and her talked, that she has to buy her daughter's nicotine vapes all the time, and that she gets aggravated about her daughter asking her for cash apps when she's buying her the vapes all the time. She literally just took that and twisted it and said that I said I buy my kids vapes and weed. Where is this coming from? Thank you, unpopular opinion. Okay, so that's clip 1. Oh, and abusing my cats, kicking my cats. Please, somebody find me that clip. I can show you that I never kicked my cats. I've had people that don't even like me, who actually side with her, that have even commented and said, I'm going to speak up for what's true, and Brittany didn't kick her cat. Like, I've had people that don't like me even say that was a stretch, that you see, I never kicked my cat. I've never abused my animals. I can't even believe that I have to sit here and say that. Angels lie to keep control. Here's the problem with the links to the videos I'm playing. It's in her members only. So if you have members in child, just to make her say, let me go back. What did she just say?
I'd kick a cat. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not a cat person, but I wouldn't kick them.
She's sure crying, but her own mind says she loves her child because not about the facts. Right. And that lives in another adult's home. Exactly, Petra, you know that. No structure whatsoever. And yet she wants to talk about the way Katie raised Sebastian. At least Katie cared enough for her son's diagnosis to take care of him.
Wow.
Sorry again, she had to get off to do laundry for everyone woke up so she doesn't miss anything. And she makes me sick. I'm done with this. I'm not letting this bitch ruin another minute of my day. Just know Brittany, karma's real and I got you. I got you. Gloves off. Don't cry when I do. Don't you dare cry when I do to you what you just did to me.
Do to her what I just did to her. Do you know what I did? I went up on her panel and we argued. We literally argued about things she lied about. Do to you what you just did to me, what I just done to you? What did I do to you? Where do you see me talking about your kids? Where do you see me with photos of your children? Where do you see me talking about your custody situation? Your kid's father, your home situation, your kid's diagnosis. Have you seen me talk about any of that? Your animals, calling you an abuser.
Birds of a feather, Petra. I could, Coop. I don't think it's going to change anything, but I could. Yep.
Listen, Gentrex, if you think it's okay that she has photos of my minor child, I'm going to tell you this one more time. The moment that I told her that I would stop speaking on her, that abruptly become null and void. The minute that she said that she's got photos of my children in her possession. You think I knew that? If I knew that, I would have damn sure never said anything. And don't say that she's not speaking on me. She's still making a post about me in her.
Gentrex, let me just say this, though. Honestly, Brittany has been doing really well for a while. Granny hasn't. Brittany would have no reason to be jealous of Granny or anything. Brittany has stayed on her panel and done her thing. She's not panel hopping. She's not going from person to person. She's not, falling into different groups of friends. Brittany has stayed on Brittany's panel. she's not doing the shit GW is. And not only that, but she's growing on her own. Even when she doesn't talk about Sebastian, I've seen her have 500-600 people in there. She doesn't need to go after Granny. Granny, on the other hand, thinks the opposite. She's trying to bring Brittany down and trying to take all of these creators with her to take Brittany down. That's fucked up.
Our members only. I'm done with that. I'm serious. Like if you're gonna, I'm not even gonna even acknowledge any of you that come in here and say that, because I promise you, there's many of you, probably some of you saying these things to me that would do far worse for her doing this. Yes, Cheryl, I got it. I'm playing it.
Don't cry now, Jet. They just went officially real life. Find out people's medical records. Don't cry. Karma's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing. And you just wait and
Putting out people's medical records that you put out. Let me be very clear to y'all. Those records have been out for 2 years. I didn't put those records out. They're. Do you know how many clip channels those records are on right now? Are you kidding me? Put a 1 in chat if you can attest to the cancer records that have been in this freaking on this platform that Granny.
And I'll be honest with you, the only reason I really started watching Brittany was because Granny kept telling me, well, how can I watch Brittany? That Brittany J was only in my live because it was about Granny. I said, no, Brittany J's been a member of mine for like a year. Well, she's not there to discuss true crime. Brittany J has been in my lives a lot, not just drama, even true crime. She's been in my lives a lot, Granny. That's the only reason I started watching Brittany so much, was GW kept telling me how I shouldn't watch her and how she was lying and she didn't, she was only there for Granny and but no, not at all. So thanks, GW.
He put out herself. I had showed documents that she showed herself. She made them public, not anybody else. There are many witnesses in my chat right now that can attest to that. Granny's watching made those records public. I didn't. She posted them.
I also believe that this Angela's clips and giggles, she causes a lot of this drama. She is a big part of all of this back and forth between the two of them. It's what she does. That I know. So I think Brittany needs to watch out for that.
I want everybody to remember that on this day at this time, Brittany J decided it was okay to invade my real life, my personal life, and post medical papers that she couldn't even read. Okay? So when I post what I'm about to post, I want you all to understand that this is her doing. Yeah, the unemployed bum that didn't even marry the mother of his kids after he had her get rid of 3 others had the nerve to say I have nothing to offer my kids.
Wait, did you hear that?
Yep, Angel.
She really just said that he got rid of my children, that he made me get rid of my kids. Where the fuck did that come from? I guess that's okay too, right? Y'all cool with that? Queen Bee, all this is all right, ain't it? Well, we ain't even got to the worst part yet. Everything that she has said so far that I've shared with y'all are bold-faced lies. Not one thing that she just said is rooted in fact. Nothing. That's okay though. You know what? I'm serious.
I honestly don't know if she's from Analyzer days, but when I was friends with Granny, Granny told me all of the shit that she has done. She's bad news, like really bad news. Who said anything about QB? Did I say QB? I don't think I said anything about QB. I don't give a fuck. I don't even watch QB anymore. I don't give a fuck.
Y'all can have this fucking place. Y'all can have it.
Piece of shit, Josh. Because this woman claimed to be a Christian is not a Christian woman. You can hear her children crying asking for food. Log off, BJ.
Listen to this.
Nope, can't get mad. Be good. Yeah, my kids are about to be back any minute, so I'm going to get myself together and go take them out to dinner and ice cream. I'm not letting her ruin me. My kids love me. My kids get a healthy mom around them all day, every day, regardless of what you lowlifes are doing.
Do you hear this?
She said she's not hateful. She's absolutely hateful. Thank you, B. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. There's only so much you can take, though, and I'm done taking it. Like, she definitely did what she did today with full intentions of doing what she's doing right now. It was manipulative. It was conning. And this woman claims to be a Christian. I will, widow. Thank you. Claims to be a Christian, but she intentionally does this on God's day.
On God's day, you're an atheist.
Yeah, maybe go to bed at a normal time, Brittany. How about this? You ever try getting your little boys that you claim are autistic on a fucking schedule? You ever consider maybe putting down the phone, putting your child in the shower or the tub, getting them into a nice fresh pair of jammies, tuck them in the bed and say next time I'm reading a bedtime story? Don't ever talk to me about what type of mother I am, bitch, when I outmother you every single day. Every single day. You'll never hear my kids in the background coughing their lungs out and me waiting 5 days in to get them medication. You'll never hear me tell you all that my kids have nightmares, yet I keep them behind me as I talk about true crime. And most importantly, you'll never see my kids with bags under their eyes, skin paler, because they haven't seen sunlight in months.
Is she fucking kidding me? Like, for real? Now Granny wants to act like she's mother of the fucking year? Granny, give me a break. Your daughter dropped out of high school like 15. Let's not act like mother of the fucking year. I mean, give me a break.
Showing up late to the first day of school and clothes with stains on them. You'll never catch that.
Here we go. Listen.
My kids are loved. They are cared for. You'll never hear my kids begging for food. Piece of shit, Josh.
Listen,
because this woman claimed to be a Christian is not a Christian woman. You can hear her children crying asking for food. Log off, BJ.
Listen to this shit.
Nope, can't get mad. Be good. Yeah, my kids are about to be back any minute, so I'm going to get myself together and go take them out to dinner and ice cream. I'm not letting her ruin me. My kids love me. My kids get a healthy mom around them all day, every day, regardless of what you lowlights are doing.
Okay, again, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm really not trying to be an asshole. But your daughter, since you're such a mother of the year, I think you were in jail after your daughter was born. I think you were on drugs within the last 10 years. And both one of them's not. But let's not act like you're mother of the year here, Granny. I mean, this is fucking stupid. I can't even believe, my kids get a one. Since when? Like, literally, since when? I'm just curious. Since you got off parole like a year ago? I mean, seriously. And I would never even go there or say anything, but don't fucking act like you're mother of the year. You don't even pay bills for your kids. Your parents do. You don't pay rent. You don't pay food. You don't pay for shit. So just stop. Her daughter was with her when she was arrested for shoplifting. There you go. I hate when these YouTubers, it's like Facebook. People come on Facebook and, they act like they have this perfect life when they don't. That's what she's reminding me of. Oh, my kids get that. You don't even fucking pay for your kids. Stop. Just stop.
She said she's not hateful. She's absolutely hateful. Thank you, B. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. There's only so much you can take, though, and I'm done taking it. Like, she definitely did what she did today with full intentions of doing what she's doing right now. It was manipulative. It was conning. And this woman claims to be a Christian. I will, widow. Thank you. Claims to be a Christian, but she intentionally does this on God's day. Yeah, maybe go to bed at a normal time, Brittany. How about this? You ever try getting your little boys that you claim are autistic on a fucking schedule? You ever consider maybe putting down the phone, putting your child in the shower or the tub, getting them into a nice fresh pair of jammies, tuck them in the bed and say next time I'm reading a bedtime story? Don't ever talk to me about what type of mother I am, bitch, when I outmother you every single day. Every single day. You'll never hear my kids in the background coughing their lungs out and me waiting 5 days in to get them medication. You'll never hear me tell you all that my kids have nightmares, yet I keep them behind me as I talk about true crime. And most importantly, you'll never see my kids with bags under their eyes, skin paler, because they haven't seen sunlight in months, showing up late to the first day of school and clothes with stains on them. You'll never catch that.
Listen to that.
My kids are loved. They are cared for. You'll never hear my kids begging for food. You'll never hear my kids asking where somebody else's beer is. Never. And I got that photo, Brittany. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying so I can post for the world what your kids look like as they were late for the first day of school with bags under their eyes.
You hear that?
Right, from freaking nude on YouTube, right?
You hear that?
I'm telling you, I've never seen a sadder picture in my life. And she wants to tear apart Katie Proudfoot? You want to tear apart Katie Proudfoot?
She's never seen a sadder picture in her life.
I dare you to pull one more missing child's photo up and try to overanalyze their parents. Remember when Brittany lied to numerous people saying she couldn't afford a $75 antibiotic that her state insurance already paid for? Let's talk about it, PB&J. You shouldn't feel bad for them. It is sad for them. When I saw that photo, my heart dropped. Absolutely dropped.
Where you at, Queen? Where are y'all at? You know why she don't show it, Kristen? Because I've never taken my kids to school with stained up clothes. This bitch is lying. She's lying. She has to describe it in the worst state imaginable to make me look like a horrible mother. Let me ask you something. I'm such a bad mom. My kids are so haggard, as she says, but nobody in my home life and my real life has ever questioned my parenting. The only people that have ever questioned my parenting are her and her minions. That's it. This is okay, ain't it? I bet y'all are all saying, Queen, you did a whole live, Queen. Where was this part? Where was this part at? I don't even know what all was said about me over there on that live, but it must have not have been too good because I got quite a bit of messages. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what this does by me speaking out. This is fucked up. You don't have to like me. Now let me show you that because she's claiming that the only reason that she speaks on my kids is because Craig said something. He said, what do you have to offer your kid after 2 years of this woman trashing my parenting, talking about my kids? And then she's using that as an excuse as why she said, okay, let me show you. This vile and twisted person has been talking about my kids for 2 years. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. Is that what you want? You're going to sit there? Oh, oh. I shouldn't be surprised. This is the same. I mean, come on. This is the same person who drags a man and beats him up every day about his failures as a father while his child's missing. I shouldn't be surprised. So here's where she's talking about having information on another person's kid. Because this is a pattern. It's not just with me. It's not just with me. She's done this to others. She says, I actually know a lot about MKB from her own friend. They say, which friend? She says, Broken Justice did copy Dorothy and impersonate her. I can tell you that. I got it's my inside source. Like MKB couldn't pay her utilities, and she has her son up at 3 a.m. eating chips and playing video games, picture and all. So there's where she's bragging about having a photo of another member, Mama Knows Best, little boy. And she's going on about her little boy being up at 3 o'clock eating potato chips. And she's bragging about having a photo of that little boy. So I'm not the only one. I mean, MKB, I don't know if you know that Granny's sitting on a photo of your minor child, but you need to know. Can somebody please get that message to her? I'm not the only one. Ask yourself why this she's got pictures of other people's children. Why? Jeff said, there's power in forgive. If you power and forgive them, they know what. Jeff, thank you. I appreciate it. And I know you're right. But I'm going to need a little bit. That's going to take me some praying. Because I literally just found out that she's allegedly. Let me ask you something. Y'all be honest. How would you feel? How would you feel if you knew this person, this vile cretin, was in possession of a photo of your children? The most important people in your life. The ones that you love more than anything. She's over there with her sick mind overanalyzing my kids' pictures. Yes, Amy, let me play this for Amy, y'all. Amy, listen to this. Stay here and listen to this, Amy. And I got a screenshot of her. This is her screenshot of her. Somebody please let Mama Knows Best that she's got photos of her son as well.
Let me just say this, though, and I mean this honestly. My kids have gone to school sometimes with bags under their eyes. I can't control what time they actually fall asleep. I mean, for the most part, my kids go to bed early, but even if I told them to go to bed, doesn't mean they're going to. Brittany's kids stay up late. I'm not surprised if they have bags under their eyes, but who gives a fuck? Who cares? Granny's not teaching them. It's not Granny's problem. So why bring it up? Why does the community need to know? Who cares? Anyone that watches Britney sees her kids are up way late. Personally, I think she's crazy for keeping them up that late. But it's not my problem. I don't have to deal with the kids. Only she's got to deal with them. But it's not anyone's business. Like, exactly. It's not her business. Who gives a fuck?
Amy, listen to this. I just got this. I just found this out this morning. I didn't even know she said this.
You never hear my kids ask where somebody else's beer is? Never.
She's
And
saying
got
I
that photo
starved
of
my
me. Tell me you're
kids.
lying. Piece of
Amy,
shit, Josh.
she's telling
Because
people
that's
I
what we
starved my kids.
Online so I can post for the world what your kids look like as they were late for the first day of school with bags under their eyes. Right, from fucking nude on YouTube, right? I'm telling you, I've never seen a sadder picture in my life. And she wants to tear apart Katie Proudfoot.
Tawanda with the burn. At least her kids are going to school.
You want to tear apart Katie Proudfoot? I dare you to pull one more missing child's photo up and try to overanalyze their parents. Remember when Brittany lied to numerous people saying she couldn't afford the $75 antibiotic that her state insurance already paid for? Let's talk about it, PB&J.
That's a big lie too. That is a bold-faced lie.
You should feel bad for them. It is sad for them. When I saw that photo, my heart dropped. Absolutely dropped.
Now listen to the clip in full, Amy. Listen to this. This is dangerous. This shit is dangerous. Anybody will know that it's a bold-faced lie, but what about the crazy people that don't know she's lying, that believes everything she says?
Piece of shit, Josh. Because this woman claimed to be a Christian is not a Christian woman. You can hear her children crying asking for food. Log off, BJ.
You do not. When have y'all ever heard my kids
Nope, can't
cry
get mad,
asking for food?
Yeah, my kids are about to be back any minute, so I'm going to get myself together and go take them out to dinner and ice cream. I'm not letting her ruin me. My kids love me. My kids get a healthy mom around them all day, every day, regardless of what you low-lifes are doing. She said she's not hateful. She's absolutely hateful.
Wow.
Thank you, babe. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Piece of shit, Josh.
Okay, so here's where I know that you have no clue what you're talking about. First off, I'd be a responsible parent and not allow my kids online or photos available to the public. I wouldn't have them even in the same room while you're talking true crime. You have issues if you can sit here and defend this woman having a photo of my private. I never post my kids' photos online. These pictures are private. Listen.
Piece of shit, Josh. Because this woman claimed to be a Christian is not a Christian woman. You can hear her children crying asking for food. Log off, BJ. Nope, can't get mad. Be good. Yeah, my kids are about to be back any minute, so I'm going to get myself together and go take them out to dinner and ice cream. I'm not letting her ruin me. My kids love me. My kids get a healthy mom around them all day, every day, regardless of what you low-lifes are doing.
A healthy mom as of when? 3 years ago? Your daughter's 16 and your son is 7. Get over yourself, like for real. That shit pisses me off. It does. You have no right to judge anybody when you were just on drugs a couple of years ago. So now they get a healthy mom? I don't know. You don't sound too healthy to me. Just saying.
She said she's not hateful. She's absolutely hateful. Thank you, babe. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. There's only so much you can take, though, and I'm done taking it. Like, she definitely did what she did today with full intentions of doing what she's doing right now. It was manipulative. It was conning. And this woman claims to be a Christian. I will, widow. Thank you. Claims to be a Christian, but she intentionally does this on God's day. Yeah, maybe go to bed at a normal time, Brittany. How about this? You ever try getting your little boys that you claim are autistic on a fucking schedule? You ever consider maybe putting down the phone, put your child in the shower or the tub, get them into a nice fresh pair of jammies, tuck them into bed and say next time I'm reading a bedtime story? Don't ever talk to me about what type of mother I am, bitch, when I outmother you every single day. Every single day. You'll never hear my kids in the background coughing their lungs out and me waiting 5 days in to get them medication. You'll never hear me tell you all that my kids have nightmares, yet I keep them behind me as I talk about true crime. And most importantly, you'll never see my kids with bags under their eyes, skin paler, because they haven't seen sunlight in months, showing up late to the first day of school and clothes with stains on them. You'll never catch that.
Do you hear this shit?
Now let's get to realism. Hey, Dayton.
What's up?
What do you think of me as a mom?
You're a pretty good mom.
Am I perfect?
No, nobody's perfect.
Thank you. And do I make mistakes?
Of course.
Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Am I healthy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I am. What else? I'm trying to, what else would kind of counter? Do I do the best that I can?
Of course.
Okay. And I don't believe in God.
Sadly.
But my point was, thank you, Dayton. My
That's
point
it?
was, anyone that sits there and said, "Oh, I'm a perfect mom," blah, blah, it's bullshit. My kids will be the first one to tell you I'm out of my fucking mind.
100%.
Sage tells me all the time, "Mom, you're crazy."
You are. You sent a burger back at a restaurant 7 times because it wasn't cooked right. Like,
So
you would think after the 3rd time you're done.
So
But 7 times is just, that's OD.
that was only once.
And every
Yeah,
other...
have I ever starved you?
No.
But there were times that he was hungry. He's 6'5". Trust me, he's eating just fine. That's all. That's fine.
That's it?
That's it.
That was boring.
What?
I thought it was going to be something good.
Why, do you want to add something?
No.
Okay, then shut up.
It'd be better if you did follow God, but...
Why? What would make me a better person if I followed God?
Inner peace?
I have inner peace.
Cap.
What?
You would have inner peace.
I do have inner peace.
No, you don't.
I did too.
No.
How do I not have inner peace?
Because you sent the burger back 7 times.
That was like 10 years ago.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
That's not inner peace.
Yeah, it is.
Inner peace is being able to, for anything to happen, and forgiveness.
What?
Inner peace
That's
is
not
when,
inner
is
peace,
when you're
that's
not.
stupidity.
It's also when you're not at war with yourself.
I'm not at
consistently.
war with myself.
So when you're sitting down ever in your life, you don't sit there and just think negatively about yourself at all or
No.
other people.
Well, sometimes.
Well, that's called not having inner peace.
Oh, you don't ever think about negativity towards anybody.
Oh, I didn't say I was perfect.
Okay.
I'm just saying, following Christ, you get closer to it.
Oh my God.
That's the whole point of it, because we're never going to be perfect. God told us that. He told us we're all going to be sinners. But the most you can do is work towards that.
Okay.
Forgiveness. Forgiveness is another one you could gain. Let's see.
I have forgiveness. I forgive a lot.
You forgive anything?
Pretty much.
Really?
Yeah. Forgave your dad.
That's a crazy turn to put, but I forgave my dad.
I forgive.
To what extent, though?
I forgive to all extents.
So if someone does you horribly wrong, you can still
I
go
can still
back
forgive them.
and-
Absolutely.
and be able to see them
Absolutely.
as them never doing it.
Absolutely.
I don't believe that.
I did with your dad.
Okay, other people, other than my dad.
And nobody else hurt me that bad.
So really?
But yeah, I can forgive.
Okay. Well, you also gain a lot more.
See? Chris said I forgive all the time.
Okay.
Okay.
But there's still more to it
Yeah.
that you could look into.
Someone said they're having trouble forgiving people with fake cancer.
That's on them. That's fighting back. That's called not having inner peace. If you have to lie about something you did or you could have because you need to have that reputation or to show off that you went through this, something that was terribly dramatic for people and people died to it, then that's a struggle you have within yourself, not with other people, which another thing falls under inner peace.
I agree.
So, I mean, you can't do anything about it. I mean, you can be like, okay, that's like, what makes them want to do that? That you can't lose your mind over things that like you can't control. That's when it gets bad.
Okay. Like, so I shouldn't be upset when you don't take care of the dog you promised you're going to take care of?
I'm going to take care of Carmen. I don't know why you're doubting. See?
I'm not doubting it. I'm
Yes,
just
you are.
saying.
Yes, you are. You're
I
doubting.
have to have inner peace so I don't get mad at you. Right?
What?
I have to have inner peace with myself so I don't get mad at you.
That has nothing to do with it.
I love
That's
you.
mad at yourself.
I love you. Hey,
What?
tell me you love me.
I do love you.
Okay. Well, you didn't say it.
Oh, no, you said it.
I just said it twice.
I wasn't listening.
Liar.
Okay.
You mean you weren't listening.
I guess I wasn't fully in the moment.
You have to be fully in the moment. Say, Mom, I love you.
No, I just wasn't listening. Like I
okay.
wasn't like mentally like fully there. I was just
Okay.
kind of dozing because I was thinking.
All right. All right, you can go now. Love you.
Love you too.
You
I still want my tent.
still want your what?
My tent.
Okay, and get out of the kitchen. None of you guys belong in the
not in
kitchen.
there. I'm yelling at you again
Mhm.
about my tent.
My point was, he is very sweet. My point was, you'll never hear me sit there and say, I'm a perfect mom and I'm this, I'm that. I'm fucking crazy. I know I am. But somehow in my craziness, I've raised 3 amazing children. I don't know how. Somehow I just did. But I hate when people sit there and say, oh, my mom's, I'm this and I'm that and I'm that. Bullshit. Ask your kids what you are, all 3 of my kids, well, 2 of my kids. Phoenix doesn't think I'm crazy. I don't think so. But all my kids will tell you I'm fucking crazy. It's just who I am. Thanks, Jiggy. I'm just saying, though, you'll never hear me sit there and rant about how amazing my kids are and blah, blah, blah. Ask Dayton how much the tent is.
Like 60.
How much?
Like 60.
60? How's it only 60? How is it only? That was a 4-person tent, only 60.
It's like I think it's a 2-3-person tent.
Well, if there's 4 of us, how's that going to work,
We're still
Dayton?
gonna use Will's tent.
No, we're not bringing 2 tents.
Why?
Because there's no reason to.
That was the whole point.
We don't bring 2 tents if you get 1 tent. You said you wanted a 4-man tent.
Not one of my own tent.
Oh my God. You're such an idiot. All right, we'll talk about it later.
This is again with like Christ helps with anger.
Christ helps with anger?
He talks about it a
Okay.
lot. You should read the Bible.
Okay.
I'm not reading my big book.
I'm running on that now. Sure.
Maybe you could help with your anger. Maybe you should get on that.
Yeah, maybe I should.
You can start with Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Yeah, I'm right on it. I'm just right on it.
I'm gonna buy you a Bible.
You don't need to buy me a Bible. Trust me. You don't need to. All right. Crazy. Who's Paisley Lynn? Perfection doesn't exist. I agree with that.
What doesn't exist?
Perfection.
Of course it doesn't exist.
I know.
But you should aim to be perfect.
Yeah, Jesus didn't have his own tent.
This is the dumbest argument I've ever heard.
Krystal, he's not buying it. He said this is the dumbest argument.
That's such a stupid argument.
No, it's not.
What a big deal. Actually, if you really want to think that he did have his own tent, where he stayed, that was his own.
He didn't need his own
When
tent.
he went 40 days and 40 nights in the desert, he had his own thing.
You think?
Did he go on Amazon?
He didn't have his own
What
tent.
do you mean? It wasn't a tent. He had his own area that he lived, which was his own.
Oh, congratulations, Jiggy. We got black lab. I got black labs as grandchildren.
Can't wait to get karma.
He stayed in caves.
I'm putting everything. Huh?
He stayed in caves.
What? When he did 40 days or 40 nights?
Uh-huh.
He was right there.
He stayed in caves.
What are you talking about?
Buka, why are you breathing so heavy?
He was right there in the cave.
Why are you breathing so heavy?
I took him on a long ass walk.
Who, Buka?
Yeah.
When?
Earlier.
Oh, he's breathing heavy.
He's always breathing heavy.
He's in a wine.
It's because the room and air in here is so compressed. It's hot. But you can't use your fan because of this stupid thing. Because you think you're like the Prince of Rome.
The Prince of Rome?
I had a vacuum. His hair is shedding.
Dude,
everywhere.
it's all over my room.
I know. He's shedding everywhere. I heard karma shedding too.
Yeah, but it won't be that. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna have Karma in my room a lot because that's where we're putting. That's where we're putting the cage, aren't we?
I heard she loves males.
I'm in.
What?
Pause.
Love what?
Male, like guys. I'm telling you, Karma's gonna be my dog.
Okay.
Like you can have Winston, I'll have Karma, and Buka's a family dog.
Okay. Why is Buka breathing so heavy? Hey Tinker, you in here? Why is Buka breathing so heavy?
He's old and fat.
Hey,
Yeah, but he
he
shouldn't be breathing so heavy. He's been inside for hours.
Boy, just try to eat a fly.
Jeez.
He seems fine.
So
He doesn't.
Buka jumps and Winston barks.
He
Okay.
tried to eat a fly. Think he's a frog.
Oh, Allie, it's bad. Buka's got black hair everywhere. No, it's not hot inside. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, it is. It's hot.
No, it's not. It's 75.
Mom, it's like 85.
No, it's not.
It's hot.
Who walks the family dog? Sounds kind of sketchy. We have a big fenced-in yard.
Mom, it's 79 in here, almost 80.
It's 79?
Yes, it's hot as balls.
Why is it so high?
It's always hot in here.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
That don't make sense. That's because, I mean, it's only 75 outside.
Yeah, but it's like 90% humidity.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know why it'd be so hot.
76.
I don't know. It's summer.
The thermostat showing 79?
78 now. That's what it just changed when I got over there.
76. 85.
78.
Wow. I do have it low.
It's pretty warm in here.
I don't think it's warm though.
You don't have a lot of hair on your body, so note this. But
yeah, but still, I don't know why it's breathing so heavy.
He's not breathing heavy anymore.
Yeah, a little.
Not really. His tongue's in the mouth.
Oh, he wants you to do more. Yeah, that's his way of telling you do more.
It's good.
All right. So we're gonna cut the drama because I gotta get to bed soon. I gotta drive to Ohio tomorrow. But I want you guys to see this. This Karen Watts expert.
Can't wait to get that done. I'm gonna take her and Buka on walks every day. I swear. And not Winston though. You can stay home.
Guy's got like almost 2 million subs, so hopefully he doesn't strike me.
Hey, I love that guy.
You know him?
Yes.
How?
That dude's like the most famous dog social media star of all time.
Wow, I didn't know it's this guy.
He's the most famous trainer.
He's a canine trainer. He trains dogs.
He's a really good trainer.
You know him too?
He's
all right. My kids know him. Come on, my kids and their cousins.
Kids. It's one kid.
Did I say Chris Watts? I didn't say Watts, did I?
One person.
I can't believe you guys know this dude.
I've been following that dude for like 2 years at least.
No shit.
Yes.
Why though?
Because he shares really cool information, and he like makes cool videos with dogs. And, like,
did I say Karen Watts? I'm sorry, Karen Reed.
He helps you train your own dogs. You need it.
So there I was, like minding my own business, and I went to set up my YouTube, and I saw this recommendation, and I was like, "Oh, let's see what this guy's got to say." And he's really like, he's good to listen to. But check this out, Zoe, you still in here? You might want to see this. I never even knew who he was till an hour ago, 2 hours ago.
I've known that guy for at least 2 years.
That's crazy. I didn't even know.
We're going to be doing a deep dive on the Karen Reed murder trial. I am not one to normally get involved in news or politics or, current affairs, but we can't ignore this one. It's live. It's happening right now. And where I got involved in this case, again, I don't normally even watch the news. I'm too busy running a business and training dogs to really pay attention to this stuff. But about 4 months ago, an attorney named Melanie Little, who has her own YouTube channel, highly recommend you check it out. It's called Attorney Melanie Little. She has about 50,000 plus subscribers. She reached out to me via email, I believe, and said, hey, Garrett, with your background and experience, would love to have you on our show. She's been following this trial from the beginning. And don't worry, we'll talk about the trial because I'm sure some of you, like me, don't know anything about it, or as I didn't, just like when she reached out about 4 months ago. And she said, I'd really like to get your opinion on one thing in particular. And that is a photo or a couple of photos of the injuries of a now deceased Boston police officer by the name of John O'Keefe. He was killed under mysterious circumstances back in January, late January of 2022. Again, I haven't been following it. I might have heard some headlines. Normally don't get involved. It's too much hype and hoopla for me. But then when I'm asked about dog bites, now my ears perk up. And so I went on her show, and we'll show a little highlight, a little clip of that, about 4 months ago. We talked about my background and my experience, kind of qualified myself, if you will, as an expert in the field. And ultimately,
See, I'm actually surprised defense never called him. I mean, my 16-year-old knows who this guy is. Why wouldn't the defense call such an expert? You know what I mean?
we looked at the injury of John O'Keefe's right arm taken posthumously at the medical examiner's office. And what you see in these photos, which again we're going to show shortly, you see a series of lacerations, somewhere in the area of like 6 to maybe a half dozen to a dozen vertical striations, lacerations, everywhere from above his elbow all the way down near towards his wrist. And according to the prosecution, according to the state, they're saying that the deceased received these injuries as a result of a car crash, as a result of a vehicle on pedestrian accident or crash. In fact, they're alleging that Karen Reed, the deceased's girlfriend, that Karen Reed, for whatever reason, whether she was drunk or she was enraged, that she put her Lexus SUV into reverse, floored it, and ran into him, launching him some 15 feet off the street and into the snow, where at some point he hit his head and was discovered some 5 to 6 hours later in the snow around 6:30 in the morning, dead or very close to death as a result of not only hypothermia, but a very serious blow to the back of the head. And they're saying, the prosecution.
Speaking of Tawana, I did some looking right before I went live, which is why I was a little late, and with him. And I was looking to see if there was any way the DNA wouldn't be in there if it was a dog bite. I can't find anything. And I don't think he brings that. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I don't think he brings that up either.
Is hedging all their bets on the fact that Karen is the one that backed into him, and this is how he died. Again, normally I don't get involved in this stuff. It doesn't concern me. This happened up in Boston, nowhere near me. Got too many other things to worry about. But then I found it very weird when we're looking at the injuries. First and foremost, those are not injuries you would see, these vertical striations, these lacerations, not abrasions, right? Now, if you want to get technical, an abrasion is like road rash. An abrasion is like if you were riding your bike and you fell off and the asphalt abraded your skin. Well, that's very different than the injuries this individual sustained. John O'Keefe had lacerations, multiple ones, and mild puncture wounds or minor puncture wounds. Much, much more in line with what I've seen in my background and experience as a police canine handler with dog bites. And not just one dog bite, a series of dog bites, multiple dog bites. And that's what we're going to dive in today and just kind of do a little deeper dive, not only in the case as a whole, but just really look at the evidence that's been presented. And again, this is very strange for me to do this. Normally we're talking about dog training and how to get your dog.
Oh, is that what it was, Allie? They tested the dog DNA, just the clothes, not the skin. That makes a big difference then. Big difference. I didn't watch the whole trial all the way through.
To be better behaved and all of that, but I just cannot look away on this one. once I got involved 4 months ago and gave my recorded testimony, if you will, by no means was I in the trial, but when I went on Melanie Little's show and she showed me this photo and I started doing some more research, I now understand what everyone's fascination and involvement in this case is, because if you haven't been following, it is a complete shit show. It is unbelievably embarrassing what the police departments in that area have done. It's a completely botched investigation, conspiracies galore, and in my humble opinion, I don't think this lady has anything to do with the death of her boyfriend. Again, the Boston police officer, John O'Keefe. It's a complete setup, a huge cover up. And when I share these facts and circumstances with people who aren't familiar with the case, like their jaw drops. And that's what I want to do today, just kind of share it with you as it unraveled to me, because again, wasn't involved, but once I got involved, I just really started looking at it, paying attention to the trial. That trial's going on right now. The defense rested, I think, on Monday, and jury's been in deliberation since all day today. They may have started yesterday. I don't know what's taking.
When did JLR get beat up? Yeah, I had no idea. My Dayton and his cousins know who this dude is. I never even saw him before. I had no idea.
In that jury so long to come up with a not guilty verdict, but everybody and their mom is expecting it to be not guilty. And now that's only the beginning, because step one is Karen Reed to get a not guilty verdict. Everyone's expecting that. But that's only the beginning, my friends, because once she's considered not guilty, I strongly believe the feds, who have already been all over this case for the last 2 years, are going to step in and start dropping the hammer on some folks. We are talking about lies. We are talking about horribly botched investigations. We are talking about, how would you describe it? We got Spider off camera there. How would you describe it's like nepotism?
Who kicked JLR's ass? Not that it wasn't rightfully deserved, but who kicked JLR's ass?
We've got the lead detective of the case, of the murder case. The lead detective is very lifetime long friends with those who we believe actually may have committed the murder, right? And we'll talk about that theory in a minute, but we're talking about a situation where this homicide investigator should have recused himself from this case from the very beginning. The body was found right in front of the home of the lead homicide investigator's basically family friend. And it appears that he's done a great job, or probably not that great of a job, of covering up that family. And again, I don't try to subscribe to conspiracy theories. And you all might be watching this going, Gary, you've gone off the deep end. I don't blame you for thinking that. But if you really look at the facts that have been presented, it's enough to make your head spin. It's like, how did this even go to trial? And so we'll talk about some of those facts. But before we dive in any deeper, we'll talk about these crazy things on my arm. So these are Armin Lagan products. They have been designed and manufactured for probably well over a decade now. But my near and dear friend, Steve Sprouse. Now, Steve Sprouse spent over 30 years in law enforcement, the vast majority of that as a police canine handler, and more importantly, a trainer. And we plan to have Steve on our podcast here soon. By the way, keep an eye out for that podcast. Episodes are dropping this week. We just launched episode 0 just a few days ago.
Jen, please tell me you're not talking about that fucking fake ass kick that wasn't even a kick like weeks ago. That was not getting his ass kicked, nor was that even a kick. That was a fucking joke.
We're going to be pushing those out on our second channel. Great opportunity for us to plug that second channel. Look for it right now. We need to grow that channel. It's under my name, Garrett Wing, and it will be the Garrett Wing podcast. We'll be plugging shorts and medium form content on the main channel, the one you're watching us on right now. But if you want to see those podcasts, if you want to see those interviews with folks like Steve Sprouse, with folks like Sean McDonough, who's a 35-year DEA veteran, who's very involved in this Karen Reed case. My father, a 30-plus year canine veteran, and so many other folks. We've already got those podcasts filmed, already edited, ready to be uploaded for you to watch, sink your teeth into. The only way you're going to watch those, shoot on over to the Garrett Wing podcast, the Garrett Wing channel. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Of course, turn on the notification bells, etc. Now, back to Steve Sprouse. So I've been friends with Steve, or he's been friends with our family for probably going on 20 years. And he designed these products probably going 20 plus years ago, 25 years ago. He was involved in an incident as a police canine handler where his dog failed to engage on the street. Couldn't be further from the type of suspect. That suit, they're huge.
The reason why I'm skipping through it, the dude's got like almost 2 million followers. I don't know if he strikes, so I don't want to get in trouble. So that's why I'm like skimming through it.
Right? They're big and puffy, and they don't look like anything else but what they are. And picture away and yelling. Act. Dog stress. Like, why is my handler, why is my owner, you know, like this? Circumstances are tense, and then they finally come across the guy, and that guy, what's going on here? I've never seen this picture before. And then, in long story short, that's exactly what happened with Steve. Dog was in a scenario that it hadn't seen before and did not engage. And as a result of not engaging, it gave the bad guy plenty of time while Steve's trying to get his dog to pull his head out of his ass and bite the guy. The guy was able to pull a gun out and shoot Steve several times. Now, luckily, Steve survived that encounter and was able to walk away. But he made it his life's mission from that point forward to never let that happen to him or anybody else that he could help. And what he did is he set out on a mission to overcome that very big hurdle in police canine training. That hurdle being transitioning a dog from biting equipment on the training field to biting real human flesh on the street. Now, granted, there are some dogs, maybe 1 or 2 out of 10, that they transition like nothing. They're just killers, man. They're just lots of drive, great genetics, and they'll bite anything and everything you allow them to. But again, that's only 1 or 2 out of 10. The other 8 or 9 out of that bunch will very likely struggle and will need that extra training, muzzle work, arm and leg and equipment, hidden sleeves, you name it. And that's where Steve Sprouse invented these incredible products. And I'm not trying to tell you to buy them. There's not really a great use for them in the civilian world. It sounds like I'm plugging them. It's because it is an amazing product. Amazing. The guy has spent well over 2 decades designing these products, perfecting them, iteration after iteration. And he's really got it down to a science now, so much so, and I'm probably not allowed to say this, let's say it anyways, but nationally and internationally, and one off camera there with products in use, and has the same density. Wounds, it's not exactly the same as, say, like human flesh, that when it gets cut, it kind of splits open. So I can kind of stretch this open and you'll see, you're not going to see puncture wounds as much as you're going to see. Is this showing up?
Yeah, can you lift it up just a slight bit?
Okay, sure. What you're going to see more of is lacerations, striations, what looks like scratches, what looks like someone took a knife and went like this with it. And what is that? That's the police dog's teeth. I'm trying to open these up a little bit, and you should be able to see them more. You can see where literally the dog's teeth went in or attempted to go in, depending upon how strong the dog's bite is. We may talk about that later, how in this case, this wasn't a trained police dog. This wasn't a trained attack dog. This was a dog that we would say was a shallow biter, a dog that bites only with its front teeth. We do see that in the police world a lot. In the police world, we're trying to get our police dogs to bite with a full mouth grip. Most of the power and the ability to bite and hold through a struggle happens in the rear of the dog's jaws. Think of it as scissors. Where do you have the most power with scissors or any type of equipment that you would use to cut through something, like pliers? The power is not in the tips of the scissors, it's in the back. And it's the same with your dog's jaw. Just there's a mechanical advantage in the rear of the jaw. So we're always trying to teach our police dogs to bite deep and bite hard and hold on. But we'll see kind of nervy dogs without a lot of experience, maybe not the best training. They want to bite with their front teeth, kind of bite, and you end up getting this scraping motion. Let me show you on this one here. This one has maybe a little less bites in it. But once again, you can see, am I close enough?
I'm going to zoom in.
Okay, he's going to zoom in for us so we can see a little better. You're going to see a lot of scratches, a lot of scrapes. Is that coming in pretty good? Okay, we'll switch over here and maybe you guys will see a little better. Bear with us. We're doing this live. Let me know when we're there. Okay, I'll back up a little here. How are we looking? All right, how are we looking now? All right, so again, I'm going to kind of open this up so you can see what the wounds would look like. But there are lacerations, right? Striations in this motion. You could call them lacerations, you call them scratches, somewhat puncture wounds, but it's typical, again, when a dog bites, they bite and pull. Or when a police dog bites, it's oftentimes they're biting and holding, and guess who is pulling? The guy behind the leash is pulling his dog. But again, we see dogs do that a lot. It's their natural, it's in their nature to bite something and try to pull it to the ground. And so again, this one has more bites. I mean, look at these cuts here. Are those showing up? Yep. All right, I think I've proved my point. And I'll show you a couple of his other products. This is a leg. This is a brand new version. There's no bites in this one, I don't think. Maybe one. And what a great.
So I thought that was like super interesting, but there's one more thing I want to show you guys on this video. Trigger warning though, it's pretty graphic. So these are John's bites. This is when he was on Melanie's live. That looks, I mean, they're deeper, but they are exactly what he just explained. These are teeth marks or bite marks, something. But look at this. Trigger warning though. Hold on.
Perfect. Little blood that's coming from the dog's mouth. Sometimes they bite their own tongue or their gums bleed a little bit from doing bite work. It doesn't hurt them at all. Let's keep going. All right, now, this is a little graphic. We may get a little demonetization for this. This is what a real dog bite can look like. This is a police dog bite. These are lacerations, and you can see the ripping and the tearing. This is a lot deeper. This is a much more serious bite from a much more serious dog. Let's keep going. Another very serious bite from a police dog. Another one. All right, here's one. Now, this is more or their can look like.
Even though this is totally gross, it's straight scratches, just like John O'Keefe's, just straight down. I mean, that's pretty intense, but you guys get what I'm saying. That's pretty gross, but it's the same kind of pattern. So, yeah, I'm going with that was a dog bites. And he's convinced it's dog bites. Here's the video. I haven't watched the whole thing, but I just thought what he was explaining was like really interesting. Because I was like, I don't know if that looks like dog bites. I'm not so sure. But then when I watched that video, I was like, yeah, it kind of does. And everything he was saying about it, I'm like, that's wild. Online dog training. I should give this to Sage. Free 4-hour course. I gotta give it to Sage. All right, I'll have to give this to her. All right, I'm getting off though. I gotta eat something and go to bed. I'm driving to Ohio tomorrow. I will go live. I'll show you guys puppy doggy. Well, he's not a puppy, but it's just a year old. We're leaving early morning. No, late morning. And it's gonna be a long day. Definitely a fucking long day. I'll tell you that much. I hope she gets not guilty, but this is taking too long. It really is. This is taking way too long. I know. I went 2.5 hours. I did see the last two witnesses. Yeah, but it's a start, Tinker. Sage has a puppy that's all over the place. Yay, Allie. Yeah, butt dials with return call. The whole thing is ridiculous. But I don't know why they're taking so long. I really don't. It's been a year. I mean, it's been 2 days, a day and a half. It should be done already. Like not guilty, finished. So either jurors holding out, someone's being paid, something's not right. I'm always careful, Tawanda. No, it's not a puppy. Sage has a puppy. Sage has a 14-week-old puppy. I'm getting a dog that's a year old. I think they may have criminal med. I really do. I wouldn't doubt it. All right. So my crazy ass is getting off. I will see you guys tomorrow on the road in my travels. And that's it. Thank you guys. And thank you guys for the cash apps. I can't say super chats because I didn't get any. But I did see that I got a few cash apps and PayPals. And I will see you guys tomorrow on the road. Tomorrow you guys get a car live. And thank you to my amazing mods. Pissed what corrupt Camo did with a third of the jurors at the very end. I don't know. But she's definitely innocent. Even, you know what though? Even if she wasn't innocent, there was enough reasonable doubt to make her innocent. That's how I feel. Yeah, rattle. So, all right. I will see you guys later though. I really got to get to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.